This is a pathological liar.
My dad was the biggest drug dealer, had cops on his payroll. Cops tried to come jack his stash one night. My sister was 4 and I was 7. We're in the window watching these 2 undercover cops. My dad beat them both down and we got a U-Haul that night and left for Sacramento.
Matt Barnes' dad, big-time drug dealer, to beat up undercover cops. They're in San Jose and moved all the way to Sacramento. So the police guy just beats up 2 undercover cops and he escapes to Sacramento where they cannot find him. Everybody that I've talked to that grew up with him, and these are Sacramento people he's talking about before then. Like, hey man, Matt's dad liked to smoke a little weed, liked to fish, was definitely a brawler and a fighter. Matt got that naturally, that his father was a troublemaker. And again, it's in the Grantland story.
It's funny, my little brother used to think my dad was a ninja because this nigga would come home after work and he would get in all black and then hit the streets, and my dad thought like, or my little brother thought like, Dad's a ninja.
This is what I don't like about the suburban black kids who get all of their insight into inner city drama from television. My dad would get dressed up at night in all black, go out and deal dope. That ain't how it goes down. Not in the 90s. It's not it. And I'm not saying I have experience that, but I got family, got a lot of experience. Dope houses. That ain't how it goes down. Major. Got a cousin that was married to the biggest dope dealer in Indianapolis. And him and the whole family, I don't even want to call their name because they did about 30 and most of them just got out of jail recently. But a notorious name in Indianapolis. A notorious, kind of named after the guy in The Wire named Bodie. Anybody from Indianapolis knows exactly what I'm talking about. But just getting dressed up and going out at night and, he had to be the lowest of low-level dope dealers. And who does that? Who talks about their father in that way? My dad was a butcher and a dope dealer. He was a major drug. Who brags about that? Nothing to brag about. Who does? But again, there's this fantasy world that all of these mixed nuts and other people that have been installed, there's a way that they talk about themselves and their history that's phony and BS. I want to play one more. There's 2 more clips I'm going to play, but I want to play one more of Matt. And I've already told you, Matt and everybody that went to this high school pretty much knows who did the racial event at his high school. They know why he did it. The guy's talked with people about why he did it. He's confessed to it. People have talked to him in recent years. He's embarrassed by it, justifiably, but dealt with Matt Barnes' bullying for so long. He got triggered and did something incredibly immoral and stupid and reckless. But it looks to me like, and Matt Barnes is like, his dad was a powerful attorney and that's why, that's his explanation. But since then, perhaps to gas up, juice up, amplify the story, Matt, I believe this is in 2023, he offered a whole new explanation on who did this event at the high school in 1998.
Did they ever catch those kids?
It was weird. It's crazy you asked that question because obviously the one kid that I got into it went to school with me, but they said he didn't do it. But someone literally just told me that it was 4 guys and 3 out of 4 of them are dead now. 2 overdoses and something happened to another one, and then they don't know what happened with the 4th kid. But it was crazy because like someone literally just told me this like a month ago because I obviously had never forgot it, but I don't let it weigh on my mind. But someone literally just told me about a month ago that 3 out of the 4 kids that were responsible are now passed, and they don't know where the 4th guy is.
So now it's a group of 4. And he, by the way, that's Rachel Uchitel, I believe he's interviewing with in 2023. I believe that's Tiger Woods' old sugar baby. Hold up quite nice. I will say that, Rachel. Hats off to you. But he now has 4 other candidates, and they all just happen to be dead. One is missing. He's just amplifying and dressing up this story. This whole, the KKK was after me. And they had me greenlit. And oh my God, I survived it all. Why is he a pathological liar? Too much privilege from being an athlete. And we've made a country so secular that it destroys the mentality a lot of mixed race kids. Not all, I'm not talking about all, but many of them. This secular society, this society that's based on racial politics and makes everybody prioritize, or makes black people prioritize, I'm black over I'm Christian, or over I'm Jimmy and Joyce Whitlock's son, over any other identity. You have to live up to blackness. And then there's so much value, there's so many freebies. People are so afraid of getting on the wrong side of black people and being smeared as black that when you are half black and half white, you're forced to choose the black side of your identity and lean into that because there's benefits. Hey man, my SAT score can be 100 points lower and I can get the same thing as everybody. It can be 300 points lower than an Asian and I can get the same thing they get. I can go fill out a job application and diversity, equity, inclusion, even though I may have grown up with as much privilege, 2 parents, living in the suburbs, but I'm half black, half white. I can put black on there, and now some company and some executive can get a bonus for hiring me. It's written into the executive's contracts. Oh, if you promote a black, a woman, a gay, a Latino person, there's financial benefits to you and you're painted as this great leader. And so people are signing up for this racial identity that has no value. Your character is what has value. Your work ethic, your skill is what has value. We've assigned value to black skin color, made people want to be stereotypically black, and that's why Matt Barnes is on podcast bragging about my dad was a butcher and a drug dealer, and he beat up 2 cops, and boy, oh boy, my dad was the coolest guy, and we beat up everybody in the neighborhood. Go read the Grantland story, and it's like, holy cow, this apple fell right next to the tree. If what they're saying about his dad is true, and this is out of Matt Barnes' mouth, as described to Jonathan Abrams, like, holy cow. This apple fell right next to the tree. He's wild and uncontrollable.